Let's start with the topic. So before anything else, I'd like to speak in behalf of it is what is LEENTech. So actually, LEENTech is actually a term, it's more of a lightning. Actually, my story is actually during the time, it's a Spanish term, LEENTech is a Spanish term called lightning. During 1990s, it's the time of dial-ups and business bulletin boards. We need to code and hack and create the systems efficient and fast. It was raining very hard night, and when we saw the lightning strike at the night, it's very fast. That's where we came up with the name. Sorry. And then at 2000, we changed the word LEENTech into something different because we believe that by 2000, we gave it a new meaning as the world continuously adapts and embraces technology. And then right now, we're developing services, developing the app system and e-commerce. We've collaborated with startups in the field of agritech, fintech, and other tech companies. And then the reason why I don't want to change LEENTech because during the time when this tech is being created, LEENTech was there. So more or less, our client is more than 65% is actually abroad. So I'd like to show you something. It's a data. So digital in the Philippines. Yeah, okay. Over the past few years, compared to last year, the exponential digital growth of the Philippines is becoming the new normal. 13% increase in internet users, 16% increase in social media users. So by 2020, millennials will make up to 50% of the workforce, and that by 2030, the number of millennials in the workforce will shoot up to 75%. So in the Philippines, Filipino makes 1/3 of the country's total population. This means that they are occupying a significant part of workforce already, as well as shaping the direction of the economy. So you have to ask yourself, am I creating the business of the future? Because by that time, 1/3 of Filipinos are millennials. You have to be relevant. So what millennial wants? Millennial wants it all. They want it now, and they're using technology solutions to everyday work problems. They want a more flexible workplace that demand work-life and balance. So now, as we move on, as we evolve the future of work, environment and culture has changed a lot. I want to show you the evolution of employees. So before, it's work 9 to 5, now works anytime. Work in any corporate office, work anywhere. Use the company equipment, use any device. Focus on input, focus on output. Climb the corporate ladder, create your own ladder. Predefine work, customize work. Hoards information, shares information. No voice can become a leader, relies on emails, relies on collaboration. Yeah. And then corporate learning and teaching, democratizing learning and teaching. So if you will be asking, so why did I choose Cavite to be one of the innovation hub besides that I'm living in Cavite? Well, Cavite is one of the most industrious and fastest growing provinces in the Philippines. Cavite is one of the most populated provinces, followed by Bulacan and Laguna. We have now an 85% connectivity, so the internet in Cavite will keep on getting better. The traffic is also getting worse nowadays, so what will be the future of work in Philippines to people living in Cavite? Sorry. Yeah. So, I created 3 steps in how I will be able to actually handle this 10 minutes. So first is enabling the work and creation of superheroes in the South. So what were we doing? What are we doing in the South? So we created our own local job portal called Cavite Jobs. So what we did is that it's a platform connecting local employers to the Cavite. This helps us discover and understand the current workforce requirements, gives us the advantage to predict the future work in the province, and by using AI and machine learning to understand what kind of requirements a province is looking for and what kind of training we can offer to predict the future of work for municipalities. We also partner with 22 universities right now. So currently in Cavite, there are almost 70 plus universities. So 22 of them are already our partners, helping us to develop the students. And this is where I'm excited. We also took an initiative to empower interns. We call it the intern heroes, unleashing the intern heroes in them and finding the right internship for their kind. A platform specifically designed for interns, OJTs, and inspiring entrepreneurs. an initiative that empowers future employees to be the hero of an organization. Instead of students going to IT companies, we created a training facility where we can educate them and let them understand that there's a great need of innovation in other industries. That's why we call it Bayanihan Ecosystem. So we actually partner with 12 technology business partner. So because we believe that collaboration is very important. Startup incubators is very important to be one. So we started talking to different companies in the tech and trying to be able to create that community of technology partners. So we started doing trainings and workshops. We set up a training facility and co-founders, we called it a co-founders hub in the South to provide relevant training activities, not only to learn, but to empower the culture of sharing, not only for employees, but also for the institution, even including to other IT service providers in Cavite. And then, after that, we started doing certification. So we went into a process of identifying what is the most relevant certification, and we start getting our people to do something that matters. So we started making our people certified. The second is establishing the culture of innovation. So how did we do it? It has to start from our company. Just like an organization, we ventured into website design to a digital transformation powerhouse by decentralizing our company and convert each department into a sustainable business units and transform them into an interdependent companies that serve as a technology support to companies and startups. So this was before, and this is now our digital ecosystem. So all of them right now is one. So rather than creating this one company, we started developing a lot of companies, and some of them are already running, some of them are still part of the incubation, and some of them are actually now being rolled out all over the world. For us to build a framework of collaborative entrepreneurship, both local and international, we are working in full partnership with Startup Village to support the startup needs by being one of the catalysts and advocating the culture of innovation. So we're actually, for us to stay on top and improve the relationship every year, we go to Silicon Valley to study, learn, and be immersed in the future of work and the future of innovation. We go to Google, Facebook, Amazon, Pinterest, plug-in and such. So with that, I was able to create a framework in the South that helps education, mentors, startup, create a collaborative ecosystem thus creating it as Silicon Valley of the South. So my moonshot is this: to establish the growing community of startup in South Luzon through collaborative entrepreneurship inspired by the culture and innovation and mindset from Silicon Valley. Instead of a mere 10% gain, a moonshot aims 10% improvement over what's currently existing. It addresses a huge problem, proposes a radical solution, and uses a breakthrough technology to make it happen. So before I leave, I'd like to pause, and then I'd like you to pause and try to ask yourself, with that, what's your moonshot? So I'd like to focus and think, after you leave this room, try to think, what is the moonshot? What is my moonshot thinking? Thank you very much.